you guys, and welcome to my channel, Intuitive Envisions 1111. I'm Raquel, and this is a video tutorial for my new charm kit. And I'm just going to kind of show you how you can use the charms for those of you guys that are beginners and, maybe just learning how to do this, or just wanting to enhance it a little bit further with the tarot cards. This is the front side of it. And then this is the back, okay, with the numerology. So I'll be doing a little bit of both of the sides. Just a quick, I'm going to try not to make it, that long, but just so it can give you a basic idea of it, okay? And thank you guys for those of you that have already purchased the charm kit. I really appreciate it. So I'm going to start with some charms here. And if you already have received your charms, or you have charms, you can incorporate those with, the ones that you receive. You don't have to just use only the 25. You can use your own, add, or, whatever you want to do, as many or as little. So I'm going to shake this up. I'm going to pull just like a little bit of charms and drop them. Okay, that one is still on here, but this one's kind of off. So I'm not going to count that one because that wasn't meant to come out. That's kind of how I like to do it. So let me just get a couple more. All right. So I got about 5 charms here. So it's interesting that I have the double heart here around love. And this could involve a deep soul connection, or like a soulmate connection, or a twin flame connection. When I see the 2 hearts, it does make me think of twin flame. So I know which cards I'm going to use to get the message with this. Okay. So also with the charms, what you want to do is, if you're not familiar with what the meaning of it, I do include a picture and a quick little meaning of it, but you can look it up further just to see if you can get more meanings of what that is. Also, when the charms land on kind of 2 spaces, in between, this can be a message itself. Like you have the witch here. Okay. So this could be something maybe around Halloween, or something that is being manifested. And we have here a third party, and we have past love in between this. So this could involve a third party past love situation around either somebody that was manifesting something, could be manifesting something with you. They also could be a manipulator. And I forgot that I did want to use my little paper clip I made so I could hold the charm up a little bit better, because it's kind of hard sometimes holding it with just my finger. Okay, so you can kind of see that one with the third party, and I'm sure you probably saw this heart, but let me just do that again. I'm trying to come up with these little innovative ways to try to make it easier to see things. Hopefully it'll focus. Let me see. Will it focus? Focus. Focus. I'm going to tap the screen. Hopefully it'll focus. Okay. So that is that one. And then now what we have here is reward. Now you can read this, reverse, or you can, read it upright. It is flipped over, and it's with the reward here. So this is a unicorn. Okay. So this could be something that's very magical that's coming in for you. Maybe this unicorn is something that is significant. It looks like it's out of focus. Hold on. This, could be something that is very significant to you, a magical experience. It could have to do with magic. Maybe you're about to get a reward in regards to this. Maybe you have this in common with somebody, but this talks about fantasy. Okay. So there might be a reward that you get that is something that you fantasize about that's actually going to end up happening. Another thing I wanted to bring to your attention really quick too is I kind of already said it about the lines, but like I said, it just really depends on where it's at. So if it's, directly in between that, I would definitely, read it like that. But, it's going to be important, use your own intuition. And now we have this hand here, which could be an actual person's hand. It could be a skeleton hand, as well as it's a trip how the witch and the skeleton hand came out. So there could be something that is significant with you with Halloween. Maybe you just really like Halloween. Could be something along those lines. And let me make it focus. Okay. I don't know why I don't want to focus on his own. Maybe because the chart is down there. I don't know. But it was in between ask for a sign and coming towards you. And there's a hand right here on the ask for a sign chart down here. So this could be something that you asked for a sign about that is going to be coming towards you. They could be letting you, this could be something that you got your hands in this situation. You got, really serious about it. Maybe you were looking for some type of assistance, and maybe now you're going to get assistance. Somebody's going to help you. There could be somebody that's coming towards you to do that. Okay. And then we have this musical note, and I'm just putting it on my little stand here to help hold it. And so this could be significant for you guys. It could be that maybe there is somebody that is in harmony with you around this certain situation. I forgot where I got this charm from. I think it was over the legal thing. I think, right? I don't know. I can't go back on the video right now, but I'm going to put it there because I feel like that's where it was. I don't remember what was that. I don't know why I just spaced out. But it could be some type of harmony. You're going to get some good news around a legal situation, okay? And it's going to be like music to your ears. So that's how basically you can read the charms, symbolizing with this. And like I said, always go ahead and if you want to find out more about it, check out what the symbolization means, spiritual means around that, okay? So now I'm going to go ahead and read this with some oracle and some tarot cards. And since we got the double card here, I'm going to go ahead, the double heart, I should say, for the love. I'm going to see what that message is for you. Okay. So I'm going to use the twin flame messages because it has the double heart. Okay. Like you see this double heart. So I feel like there's a message here that you would be getting for yourself or somebody if you're doing an intuitive reading like this about their twin flame. Okay. So let's get that message for the twin flame. What comes with this message from the twin flame? And I'm just going to pull out one card to make it easy. I'm going through some things. So if you were to read this with this charm, this person does have a deep tie to you, but they are going through some things. And maybe these things that they're going through could have to do with love, realizing love, relating to love, understanding what love is about. And that could be the things, and it could have been love that caused them to go through a certain thing. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and read this one. It says a third party and past love. So I'm going to use this one because this has a lot of third party energy to see what is the message with this. Okay. And I'll put some tarot in this equation too. So you can mix oracle cards and tarot with the charms. And it says, no. Wanting you to do something ridiculous. So there could be a third party from your past that may be wanting you to do something ridiculous. And you're basically going to be like, no, I'm not doing that. That's ridiculous. And that's in my past. Okay. So this could be definitely somebody that could be coming towards you, wanting to get back into your energy. You may not be open to this person's energy that may be coming towards you. Okay. So just to let you know, or you already put that in the past because you may have felt like, it was just a ridiculous connection. So let's just see with the unicorn, what kind of reward you may be getting. All right. So I'm going to pull out the tarot for this one. All right, let's see. What kind of reward might you be getting with that unicorn? Okay, we got the High Priestess. It's something that has to do with your intuition, okay? So this could be something that you have been working on, and maybe you had like some insight about it, but you didn't get a confirmation. But you may be getting reward for, especially if you are in, spirituality, and maybe somebody is about to reward you for this because maybe you told them something using your intuition. Maybe you're a reader, and now you're going to get rewarded for following your intuition or for telling them something that actually benefited them. Okay. And it was good to know because this person has a book. So it feels like some type of knowledge that you got. This is going to be very helpful in your intuition. Okay. Or your intuition is already bringing about this, is bringing you to go towards like to the next level. Some of you guys could be divine feminine because that's divine feminine energy. It could also be that there's a divine feminine that is bringing you this reward and you haven't received it yet. Okay. So now we're going to get with the hand there coming towards you and ask for a sign. So let's just see, first of all, what kind of a sign or what subject was the sign that you were asking for. I'm going to use this one. So what kind of sign were you looking for here? All of these oracles, except for the tarot, are from my oracles, in case you guys were wondering or were interested. They're all in my shop. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what's the subject around what you were looking for a sign for. What was the subject here? It says entrapment, pregnancy, money, heartstrings. So it could have had to do a sign you were looking for. Maybe somebody was trying to entrap you in a certain situation, or looking for a sign that maybe you were pregnant or if somebody else was pregnant. It could have to do sign around money or heartstrings. So how I would clarify this a little bit further to just get a little bit more specific, we can just use another tarot card here to see what is this. All right, we got the Seven of Imps in this card. This is the Seven of Wands. So this is overcoming obstacles and standing your ground. So it looked like you were trying to get some type of sign, maybe that somebody was not going to be able to, entrap you or trap somebody else in a certain situation. That's kind of what I'm getting, because this is a very defensive blocking energy. So you were maybe looking for a sign that something was going to get blocked, like somebody is, trying to entrap a situation. Okay. Using somebody to, keep them in their place per se of how, somebody would see that, like they don't want them to do, what they want. They want them to do, let me try to explain that again. They don't want you to do what you want to do. They want you to do what they want you to do. Okay. So let's just see then what is coming towards you. The sign that you were looking for. So what is coming towards you? And we have sold. Moving, physical, location change. Okay, so what's coming towards you is that you may be selling something. It doesn't have to be a house. It could be just something physical, a physical, for some of you guys, maybe you wanted a sign. Maybe you wanted a sign to move and make a physical location change. And then others of you, maybe you were looking for a sign that you would be able to overcome some type of obstacles. Maybe some of you guys, it did have to do with money. And you're going to get a sign that something is sold, or you're going to be able to sell something. Like if you're in business for yourself, that means that, somebody's going to purchase something for you. Somebody is purchasing something. There also could be a sign around, like if you're going to get the keys to a new place you already purchased, did they take up the offer? Okay. Are you getting ready to make that location change? So it just depends on what you ask for. But what I am getting is, there's a sign, whatever kind of like energy that was you were uncertain about, whether it was a negative light. For a lot of you guys, it was that you're going to get a sign that there was some help in the situation. And I do see that there is help in the situation. Okay, so let me get the card for the legal. with a music note. Let's see what that is about. Done. Completion, lesson learned. Okay, so whatever the situation around illegal, it's already taken place. It's complete. And if somebody was dealing with some type of entrapment, they learned their lesson in that situation. So they're definitely not going to be repeating that again, or you're done. Like, the energy has shifted. You don't have to worry about that. But it does feel like whatever somebody did with this entrapment energy, it's done. It's over. So if somebody was wanting you to do, because I'm getting an overall message too, that if somebody you were connected to, maybe there was a third party involved around love, and this person was going through things of entrapment, and they were trying to overcome obstacles. Maybe they blocked you. Maybe they wanted you to do something ridiculous, or vice versa. Just take it how it resonates. It looks like whatever that situation is, it has come to some type of an ending, and it looks like some of you guys are going to get a reward out of this situation. Okay, there's going to be some type of harmonious outcome in this, this whole dynamic. So I'm going to flip this over really quick, because I said I was going to try to make this not too long. My other ones are longer, like my oracle ones. I wanted to try to make this a little bit shorter. So that was like an overall message, how you can read it. And then again, you could use some additional oracle cards, to clarify it even further, or tarot to further, clarify it. You can make a reading around just like, using just one charm, digging in there like that. And then, drop it from whatever position. You might have to do it again a couple times, especially when I'm doing one. It's a little bit harder. Okay, seeing how this was that charm. I guess it was still on top. So it's new love. So maybe you decide you want to do a reading on this subject, new love, based on this. And like I said, you could take it as, this is a double heart. This is, unconditional love. This could be a twin flame. So you could do just like that, as many or as little as you want. Also with the kit, there is 25 charms. So you could just pull them all out and then shuffle them out, and just take one out at a time, and then just get a message for each of these sections. Okay. All right. So let me pull this over to get like an angel message with this. So I'll use tarot to use the angel message of what they are wanting to tell you. I'm just moving over these cards over just so that I don't knock everything down, because I'm super clumsy. So I'm just moving these over. Just give me a second here. All right. All right. So first I'm going to see. I'm going to pull a couple just in case. I'm just going to reach down. I'm going to pull a couple just in case it wants to go in a couple of numbers. All right. Look at that. 1111. And the same hand. And you saw me shake it up. So 1111 is, the twin flame number. So there definitely could be some help in a twin flame connection, a message for some of you guys. That this would be a reading for, or for yourself. This just could be a bonus for you. And then we have this, what did I do with my little, did I throw it in here? I probably did, because I don't know what I did with it. Oh, here it is. Okay. So let me get this so I can hold this up again. So we have this little mermaid here. If I can get it on the hook. All right. So we have this little mermaid here. And let's make it focus. All right. So we have that little mermaid that landed on the 999. 999 is a number that maybe you will see with this mermaid. Again, that's that magical energy. So there could be something that is about to end in order for something to take place. It's also, mermaids are like, in the water. So it could have to do with emotions. You may see that number as well. So let's just get, and let me get this too, and then I'll get a message. And then we have the 1212 number. So You can also break numbers down, count them together and then bring them down to the single digits. If you're not exactly sure how to do numerology, just Google it. It shows you like an easy formula to do it, because I'll probably be on here a long time trying to explain it. And it is just easy if you just Google it. But this is like the Pegasus. Again, it's a magical energy. So I do feel like there's something magical going on, like a magical thing maybe in the universe to help in a situation. This could be with a connection that you have. This could also be with your business or your job or education, family. It could be anything. Okay. So how is charm laid here? Like you could also, read number 2 as well, because it's kind of in there and it's pointing to it. So 2s are about partnerships. So I'm just going to get some tarot for each of these. And let's see what the 1212 number wants to tell you about this Pegasus energy, this magical type of energy. What is the main energy that your angels and spirit guides? And what you want to do is look up that number 1212 so you can get that angel number. Just type in angel number in the Google or any search engine, and you'll get that message. And sometimes, like when you're using a charm or using tarot with it, that message will just mostly every single time. I mean, I can't even think of a time it hasn't. It'll just really tie up that whole message. Okay. So let's just get with that 1212 number. All right. So we got 2 of bats in this deck is 2 of swords. So this is some type of stalemate or some type of a block. Some of you guys, it could be somebody that, you blocked, you ghost, or you're refusing to see something around that. So you will want to look that message up and you'll be able to see exactly how that is telling you what the angels want to tell you. Okay. All right. So for the 999 energy, we have the Sun. So this is the most positive card in the deck. So there's some type of illumination here. On something. There's going to be some type of happiness around this number 999. So it could also be some type of growth that you hear about, and it also could involve a divine masculine. So maybe something is coming to light about a masculine. Is another additional message that I'm getting. So maybe you were having a problem with a masculine, that things were at a stalemate, and maybe that's going to stop. That's going to come to some type of end, especially if it was something negative. So if it was a stalemate, things were stuck and blocked, there's some illumination. There's going to be a positive, at least on your part, how this is all going to play out. So let's get that 1111 number with the skeleton hand. Ace of bats, Ace of swords. So this is the sword of truth. This is clarity. This is, what was I going to say? Victory, triumph, energy. And so I do feel like you're going to get some type of clarity. You're going to get some type of truth, some type of communication. And it looks like you're going to get past some type of block or stuck energy. And it can be, if this is connected to a twin flame, this person, there's going to be a victory. They're going to speak their truth. And if it is about being in alignment, because 1111 can talk about being in alignment, you are definitely, Spirit is letting you know you are on that path of alignment. And, either through some type of communication that you've made, or communication that you're going to receive after being at a stalemate. Okay, so that's pretty much how you can use this chart. And like I said, I did include in the kit, all of these, my basic information about it, but I'm just trying to explain it a little bit further so it's a little bit more easier for you, especially if this is your first time using charms for your intuition, or using charms with tarot. Okay, so thank you again for your support, and I really appreciate it. You have a wonderful day or night. Peace, love, and light.